Hi everyone, today we're taking lesson 6 and 7, changes in the environment. Okay, so before we talk about the changes, there are two words we have to know what the meaning of them: cause and effect. The cause is the creating a change or making a change, it's the reason, and the effect is the result of this change. Still, what's the meaning? Okay, here it says the weather is hot. That's the reason. Okay, when the weather is hot and I'm wearing a jacket, what's the effect? What's gonna happen? Okay, we will sweat, okay, because it's hot and I'm wearing a jacket. This is the cause, it's hot, and the effect is that I'm sweating. Okay, if I'm holding a lot of books, they are so heavy, that's the cause. Okay, then so I don't see my steps, I'm holding a lot of books, of course they will fall. This is the effect, that's the what's gonna happen of this reason. Okay, today we're going to talk about the changes in the environment. Okay, the environment, the habitats, they can change. Okay, now we're going to say why. We have 4 changes that happens to the environment. We have drought, fire, flood, and pollution. Okay, drought, fire, flood, and pollution. We will talk about each one of them, the cause and the effect. The first one is drought. As you can see the picture here, okay, it's sunny, there's no plants, the land is cracked, there are holes in it. Okay, so what caused the drought? What caused it? If there is no rain for a long time, it doesn't rain. Okay, there is no water. The rivers, ponds, and lakes will dry up. So there is no water coming from the rain or the rivers. It's dry. So this causes drought. Okay? So what's the effect? What's gonna happen to in this environment from the drought? First, the soil will be dry and hard. As you can see, it's hard. It's cracked. Okay? The plants will die. As we can see here, the tree is dead. Okay? They can't survive without water. Also, the animals, they will move. They will try to find some place else to live, to find the water and the food. Okay, that's the drought. But now, let's talk about the fire. Okay, as you can see here, the fire in the rainforest habitats. Most of the fire that happens in the nature happens in the rainforest habitats. So, what caused them? We have 2 things. Something, it can be natural. We don't do anything, like the lightning. When lightning strikes, okay, the rainforest gets on fire. Okay, we didn't do that. But sometimes we can start the fire. Okay, it's man-made. We call it man-made when we do that, when we burn things. Okay, so what happens or what's the effect that happens after burning the rainforest habitats? First, the smoke that comes will pollute the air. We can see it. We can see that there is the gray stuff that comes out to the air. Okay, this smoke pollutes the air. The animals will try to run to find somewhere else to live, to find the food and the water. Okay, also the plants will die. Okay, but there is something good comes from the fire. All the nutrients return to the soil. Okay, the dead plants on the ground, okay, the burned plants also, when they got burned or the dead one, they have nutrients, they have good things to the soil, it's useful. So it returned back to the soil. Okay, that's the good thing about fire. So all the nutrients will return to the soil. Okay, that's the cause and the effect of fire. The third one is flood. As you can see the picture here, the flood is the opposite of drought. In the flood, there's a lot of water. Okay, the flood because of the heavy rains. When it rains a lot of time with a lot of water. Okay, the heavy rains cover a dry land with a lot of water. Okay, like here, when it rains so hard, we have a lot of water. Okay, if it rains more than that, we can have a flood. Okay, so the flood when there is a lot of water on a dry land. So what's the effect? What happens? Okay, first it brings seeds and nutrients. The water is coming, so it will bring the seeds and the nutrients. Okay, also the plant is washed away. Okay, if we have a plant, the water is coming to it, it will be washed away, it will be moved. Okay, also the animals will leave this place to find somewhere else to find the food and shelter. Okay, so now with the last change, which is pollution. Okay, as we can see here, the cause, it can be two things: natural, we didn't do that, and the man-made, that's the one we did. The natural is from volcanoes. Okay, you know the volcano? Okay, it makes or it produces a very harmful things to the land and the air. So the volcanoes pollute the environment. But what about the man-made, the things that we do, like the machines, okay, in the factories, and throwing trash and chemicals in the water? As we can see here in the picture, we will find the bad things going inside the water. It's polluting the water, it's killing the fish. Okay, that's the cause of the pollution. But what the effect? We will find it will destroy the land, water, and the air. Okay, it will make them dead, okay, not healthy to live, and we will have to search into for another place to live. So the pollution will destroy, it will end the land, the water, and the air. Okay, so now we knew that there are these natural things, or the things that happens in the environment that change it. Also, plants and animals can change the environment. Okay, we have an example of a plant and an animal. Okay, the first one, the water hyacinth. This one, okay, you can find it, it's floating over the water on the Nile. Okay, this one, it uses a lot of water. It uses a lot of water. Okay, so when it takes a lot of water from the plants in the water or the fish, that can be harmful. Okay, also it prevents the sunlight and oxygen to reach to the aquatic plants. Of course, if there is plants that covering the surface of the water and it's taking everything, what about the plants under the water? They don't get the sun, they don't get the oxygen, so it prevents the light and oxygen, they will die. Okay, also animals can change the environment with goats. Goats gathering on the land full of grass, what's gonna happen? They will eat it. They will eat all the grass. So they will remove all the plants and leave the soil hard. It will be a dead soil. Okay, if we have a lot of goats, they will eat all the grass and leave a dead land. Okay, so plants and animals also can change the environment. Okay, so this is the end of our chapter. Hope you guys listened and enjoyed. Goodbye.